Welcome back. Thanks for clicking on the video. And yeah, we're slowly putting together all of the last loose ends from the 2024 restructuring, we'll put it that way. That's Beans, and that behavior is why Beans is in here. Like I said in the last video, that behavior and her body score, it's kind of hard to tell up close, but yeah, she's just a little bit too, she's a little bit too heifery, considering she has had a cab and then she didn't carry this last season. So yeah, we made the decision that we're not going to hold her, just because of some of her dangerous behaviors. And then there's a tough one here. This is Mark, and Mark is an absolute beauty of an animal to work with, but that hind leg has bothered her since she was little. As soon as she got in cab her first time, she started to have flat back feet. Now her back left doesn't seem to create as much of an issue, but if you look and see how the thigh muscle sticks out, and then that foot is constantly going between overgrown and then it snaps short. So sadly, it's not a problem that's going to go away. We've had her at the vets, they trimmed her feet. They just said it might be an ongoing thing with the way her rear hoofs don't shed properly. So she didn't have a cab this past season, and she still has feet problems, not carrying extra weight. So yeah, it's a tough one. That's one of the tough ones. It's yeah, we had talked about just running her into the number one and letting her run with the heifers and first calvers. That way she doesn't have to do as much walking, but the problem is her foot might still just keep giving her issues. So yeah, that's a tough one. So we put them in with the four golden girls, so they'll run here for the next day or two, and then we'll move them on through, and then at that point we'll make the executive decision. She's a done deal. This one's a tough one. So then these three here, we're still watching Chewy, because Chewy has 10 days to 2 weeks. She might end up surprising us. I don't know. It's a 50-50. And then Harley and who is over here? Oh, that's Squish. Harley and Squish. So all three of them will come across here. So we will walk them over. I'm not doing it right now because we actually have to re-tag all three of them. They all need their forever numbers. So we'll run them through the barn and set them in here for the next 10 days. And then that will be this done, so we can get rid of this. I just noticed there's a lot of foxtail barley in this bale. It's kind of messy. Anyway, on about it. Riddle me this. When that tractor fuel tank is below half full, it starts up perfectly fine. It doesn't run out of fuel. Once the tank gets down like to about a third, it starts and runs fine. When you fill the tank up, it runs out of fuel. Figure that one out. Weird. Walkabout. What do I see here? Sigger. Hi, sweet girl. Hi, baby girl. Hi. Yeah, if you can't do this, you're missing out. Hey, buddy. Here's your buddy. I know, Mama, you're jealous. You love all the attention. Yeah, you do. With only 3 more cows, here's Silver. She's She's the granddaughter of the teenage mom. There you go. Pretty girl. Oh, hello. That's Elizabeth's boy. See plenty with the cocaine on their face. I see they managed to leave the brush up for a day or two. Nice. They're all wondering why I didn't just fill their bale feeders. You look over there and you'll see a whole bunch of cows. Not by the bale feeders. So I have. Hope you can hear me. It's nice and breezy. There's Suki's girl. But never kept a girl off of Suki yet. Because Suki always makes the biggest girls, and the biggest girls make the most money. I know Suki. I'll get over here by the trailer instead of walk around. There and see where my Mrs. Piper Dog's girl is. I don't know. So yeah, the reason why the bales are not in the bale feeders is we had a bunch of bales that when they get staged at the end of, well, during winter, and I didn't get them off the field in time, yeah, we ended up with a bunch of bales laying in water. So I've got about 40 bales that have spoilage on them. I'm looking at something standing in the middle of my hayfield. Trying to see if I can gauge this. Right in the middle of the screen, there's something in my hayfield. What in God's green earth is that? Anyway, squirrel. It's a big squirrel. So I gotta get these bales used up. Keep an eye on some of these calves. Maybe I'm just moving a little stiff. Now it is the middle of the day and some of them just woke up, so keep an eye on their breathing, keep an eye on their bodies. So yeah, I gotta get these bales used up. So I figure put 4 out there, laid them down so rotten side down, and then oh, it was an eagle. Holy moly, that's a big bird. Holy crapazula. Wow. That's almost half a mile away. I could see that bird. Might be a pterodactyl. So I might as well get them used up, so yeah. Anyway, check on these critters. Hey, Bubbas. Yeah, there's plenty of wet bumps. Not happy about that. But they don't seem to be sick about it. But we shall follow. Oh, there she is. What's it Mrs. Piper Dog calls her? Scrappy Doo? Hey, Scrappy Doo. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, darling. Hi. Oh, you're a dolly bird. Well, see, you've been into the cocaine too. Get a picture of Mrs. Piper Dog. I don't know. Some of them are getting a little big for fitting into those grain bins, but until we get the pads built over here, that's where they sit. And a bunch of them like going in there and sheltering, so that's funny. Little dingle hoppers. Well, if any of you are needing your house washed, get the fly guts off them, here you go. Yeah, even a house this big. Get all the flies, eggs, and all of the critters and stuff out of your siding. Doesn't take them long either. And nice thing is, Billy is back, putting the approach in. And meanwhile, we're waiting for our renter to come and pay his half-year bill. So yeah, lots of things moving on a Saturday. Hey, Squiggles. So yeah, like I said, these bales, I'm just trying to salvage whatever eating we can get out of them. Because these are the ones I dropped yesterday, and you can see, like, there's pool, like that's what they call pool. So they kind of nibble back through that once they're done. But I'm actually amazed there's only that left. So. Who's this? That's a one. Yeah, lots of our calves have this messy bum on them, but they are on diatomaceous earth, so. That jolter. It's my little Lone Star. There you go. Sweet girl. Hey, Georgie. You coming? You go through. The bulls are doing their meetup. They're going to exchange numbers to see what girls are wearing. Oh, here's our girl. Hey, darling. Baby girl. Gosh, she's almost as big as the fall calves that we just took to market. Aren't ya? Hey, Sager. Here's Darkius Maximus. Hey, buddy. Got a good start at her. Had him pull back the topsoil. A nice big pile there. So I can use some of that to fix this. Make it look purty again. And then I'll just put the rest of it probably over there on the ditch. Nice! Well done, Billy! You ever watch those videos? Carpet cleaning with the pressure washer. That's the new Piper Doug channel. Starting to make extra money for the farm and cleaning people's area rugs. No, had the pressure washer set up cleaning the tractors and doing the boss's car, and figured. Had it already set up, so plus the dog had an accident on his area rug. This is the one for the back door and there, and that's another step one. So. Yep, carpet cleaning, farm style. Whole lot of dust comes off our boots coming in the back door. I don't know what that is. Some kind of soap? Weird. Might be a chance of rain, actually. So what do you do when you finally finish calving season and you get time to rest? You move out the kids' old playhouse, start getting this cleaned up, and then you start dry stone diking. Except this is reverse of dry stone diking. We did build a short dry stone dike along here when we moved the house 25 years ago. There was 3 generations of us, and sadly over the years, with people walking on them and banging into them with lawnmowers and roofers dropping stuff on them, knocked most of the top half of the rocks loose, and they've all just sort of been higgledy-piggledy put back in. So I'm taking all of the small and mediocre stones out. And I've got a whole bunch of these megaliths in that rock pile over there. So I already have one monster megalith here. We kind of did the same over here. See, it's all big rocks just with intermediates in it there. So that's what we're going to do here is these, and these start going this way, and then some of these big honkers will get put for fill-ins, and then you see the other end we've got big monoliths over there. We just got to tweak them because they were just put in at the last bit just to kind of get it finished, but I'm going to start moving things around to get it in a more orderly fashion. And yes, when you come from Britain, you have a thing for rocks. As round the back, and as you can see by that big red chunk of granite over there, I have a thing for rocks. And there, and there, and there. Yeah, they're everywhere. Yeah, it's not what you should be doing with a bad back, but it's what you do. Anyway, I gotta tear this up, fill the bucket, go over, dump the bucket, and then bring more of these big honkers back with me. So come on, join in. That's funny. Not this, because that's not funny. Astro, that's her center of the screen there, little Hereford. She was getting ready to head back to the corral for water. An old pudding pop there, that's him heading away. He came ripping over here to stop her from going back to the corral. It's like he tells them when to go back for water and when to stay out here. Very peculiar. I love seeing the babies on the pile. Hey! Hey! One of the little twinnies there. It's Panda Girl. Yeah, it's funny. He's herding them. That's his girls. Huh. Babies! Oh well, these rocks aren't going to move themselves, so I got to try and pick out certain ones, like that big kahuna there, and there's a couple of nice ones. I know. Who talks about nice rocks? It's a sickness. Okay, further to my previous clip. Oh, I'm sweating. And yes, I'm wearing a jacket, not because I'm cold, because I'm sweating. I'm wearing a jacket because it keeps the mosquitoes off me. That's how much I hate mosquitoes. I will sweat till I drown in it. So, my rock collection, because it's a thing. And these rocks have been brought from all over this part of the municipality. So, that's about 3 feet tall. Nice little rock. Now, if I can think of it, I'll put a picture of my rock collection that's up at the top of the section where the farm sign is on, because I painted that one. Yeah, and that was another one that was found a couple of miles away. So yeah, nice big one. Then there's this one. Quite proud of this. You'd call this an obelix. I grew up reading, not watching, Obelix and Asterix comic books. So yeah, I have a thing for Obelix. So that one there is about 4.5 feet tall, and it's quite a bit around. So I don't know, that one's probably good. That's probably a good ton there. Nice little one there, little 3-foot cube. Then there's this big kahuna. Now it's narrow, so when you see it, it's quite thin. So it's a nice end piece for this rock garden. And go for a nice little walk around. Now this whole piece of ground here is about 2 feet higher than where it used to be. There's a step down when you go through the hobbit door. Yes, we have a hobbit door, for those who know. If you go back through my videos and look up largest Lord of the Rings collection in Canada, you'll catch my video that's earlier in my recording. Yes, I have a very large Lord of the Rings swords and toys. So that's my hobbit door. So yeah, the ground is lower there, so we built this whole area up. So back here and amongst evergreens, nothing would grow. So we built this. Excuse the mayhem, because we had everything moved off the deck for the house cleaner. So all these rocks I've brought in from different fields. And then this is just A-base gravel from like what they would put down on the gravel roads. Except we didn't steal this, I promise. We actually bought this off of the company that does the graveling. So that's another nice little 3.5 footer. That one there's a bit bigger. So bought all these pavers at rejection at Fraser auction. So yeah, that one's, these are all kind of round. These are all kind of stubby. This one's 4 foot. Then we've managed to get this fern tree to grow up against it. These evergreens seem to do well here. That's a Mugo pine. I can't remember all these different ones, but so yeah, that one's another good chunker. And then we've got this one here. So this one's more rounder with a bit of a point on it. So this one's probably 4 feet by 3 feet by 4 feet. So this might be one of the heaviest ones here, but it's not the king. It's not the big kahuna. Oh yeah, I've got a biscuit that came from BC. We did a drive out to BC, and a friend that was running a logging yard, he gave us a biscuit. We found some driftwood off the ocean. I'd never been to the Pacific Ocean before. Been to the Atlantic Ocean plenty of times, grew up on it. And then these are mooring chains. You know when you get the big log floats where they're all floating, getting moved up and down the coast to the lumber yards? That's what these are. These are old float moor chains that they weren't safe to use anymore. And he's like, "Yeah, take as many as you want." So we grabbed 3 to put around these boulders at some point. And there's our milk can from my dad's old farm where he grew up in Scotric and Kilmarnock. You can read it right there. It is pride of place here. So we have a few old relics, but the big kahuna and the one that took the biggest job to get here is this thing, this red granite rock. I think I was showing it in the previous clip. I don't know how many tons this is, but there's a plow in comparison. So I used the 400 horsepower tractor with triples on it. This was in the center of the section, so half a mile away that way. We broke a 50,000 pound tow strap, and we did a fair bit of damage to a 100,000 pound tow strap getting that here. Now a lot of that was to do with the fact that it's sharp, but just so you know, remember I said we built the ground up? Yeah, we built the ground up around the rock. There's another 2 feet of that rock under the ground. We had thought about standing it up because we had a big track in here doing work when we were doing this. We thought about digging a bit of a pot and standing it up, and we thought, well, if that ever fell over, if you were nearby, you were done for. So yeah, red granite, not common in this area, but here it sits. So yeah, that's my little rock collection. So now you see why I do stuff like this. And yes, all the rugs are drying out. We've got a whole lot of chaos here because we had to move a lot of stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna go and get the baby's bottles mixed up. We're on summer hours now, just so everybody knows. So yeah, no more night shifts. There's one cow that's a 50-50 shot. She might be in calf, probably not, but I'm hopeful. Old Chewy there. But now we're not doing night checks anymore. Old Piper Doug just lays down after supper for half an hour, and then we get back at her and we work till dark. So okay, I'll go get the bottles. It's roll call for supper time. Hear them all hollering. Hi Phoenix. Hey sweetie. There's Baru. Hi darling. Hey baby girl. You love attention. There he is, rounding up his girls again. Hi sweetie. I wish I could clap you. My hands are full. I got bottles everywhere. Anyway, I'm gonna shut her down here. Yeah, I know. It's different now. No nighttime shutdowns. Me and Phoenix are gonna say Happy Father's Day to all those dads out there. Even if the kids are not yours, you can still be a daddy. And a big Happy Father's Day to my dad back in Scotland. Oh, there goes the big kahuna bringing back one of the girls. You gotta give her a scratch. Yeah, we're gonna see him. Oh, jeepers, month and a half. Yeah, month and a half, and we'll be visiting in Scotland. So that's kind of exciting, kind of cool. Nice to go back and spend some time. It's all right. Somebody will be here to look after you, Phoenix. It's all right. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And like I say, hope you all enjoy your Father's Day. And I have no idea. Apparently, there's something planned for me, but I'm not privy to it. Gotta get these girls sprayed for flies. Hi, Tina. Calm down now. Anyway, thanks for watching. We will see you in the next episode of Piper Doug. Oh, Phoenix is getting all crazy. Crazy Phoenix, aren't you? Yeah. So, tidy bye, everybody. I'm always being followed. Make sure you don't run into me, because you could do damage there, girl. You're scully. Oh, jeepers. You gonna say goodbye to everybody? No, you're just gonna sniff my boot. Candy!